Hello, welcome to Levant TV Headlines. Iraqi forces have entered the northern neighbourhood of Tikrit, marking a new stage in the operation launched 10 days ago to wrest the city back from jihadists. The Islamic State jihadist group have launched a coordinated attack on government-held areas of the western Iraqi city of Ramadi, involving 7 almost simultaneous suicide car bombs. Britain's top police officer Sir Bernard Hogan-Ho says the 3 London teenagers who allegedly stole jewellery from their parents to fund the trip to Islamic State territory can return home without fear of being prosecuted for terrorism. The British government is refusing to release 38-year-old papers shedding light on UK's relationship with Bahrain amid suggestions that it is protecting a deal on a new Royal Navy base in the Gulf country. And Sweden has said that Saudi Arabia is recalling its ambassador Ibrahim bin Saad Al Ibrahim from Stockholm as a diplomatic dispute grows between the two countries. And now let's take a look at the top headlines in today's newspapers in the Middle East. Starting from the UAE, the Khalij Times leads reporting that Iraqi troops and militias drove Daesh militants out of the town of Al-Alam, clearing the way for an offensive to retake the nearby city of Tikrit from the ultra-radical group. The paper also reports that Iran's Foreign Minister Mohammad Javad Zarif said a letter from US Republican lawmakers warning that any nuclear deal could be scrapped once President Barack Obama leaves office suggests the United States is not trustworthy. From Beirut, the Daily Star leads reporting that Parliamentary Speaker Nabih Berri postponed the parliamentary session to elect a new president to April 2nd, after the 20th attempt to elect a president failed. The paper also reports that the father of a Palestinian killed by ISIS in Syria said that his son was no Israeli spy but was tricked into joining the militants who killed him after he tried to come back home. The Egypt Independent leads reporting that Egypt is cancelling a 5% tax on wealth decreed by President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi in 2014, according to the investment minister, in an apparent move to tempt investors invited to the Egypt Economic Development Summit. The paper also reports that approximately 16% of Egyptians are ignorant of the Egypt Economic Development Conference, according to a poll measuring citizens' awareness of the summit slated for Friday. And now let's take a look at the top Middle East headlines from papers here in the UK. The Telegraph leads Middle East news section reporting that Islamic State have launched a coordinated attack on government-held areas of the western Iraqi city of Ramadi, involving 7 almost simultaneous suicide car bombs. The group also launched a major offensive to try to capture a strategic town on the Syrian-Turkish border, sparking fierce clashes with Kurdish militia. The Independent leads reporting that the Iranian authorities have been accused of trying to turn women into baby-making machines with a series of strict new measures designed to boost the nation's fertility rate. Voluntary sterilization vasectomies would be banned under the first of the new laws, dubbed the bill to increase fertility rates and prevent population decline. Also from the UK, The Guardian leads reporting that consular officials are seeking access to an Australian man who has been arrested in northern Lebanon, reportedly on suspicion of having terrorist links. The man, who is of Lebanese descent, is referred to only as TH, was arrested on Sunday night at his house in Dar Al Ain, a Maronite village in Koura district, after a raid by the Lebanese army. And now let's take a look at top Middle East headlines in international papers. The international New York Times reports that Qatar began a $1 billion effort to rebuild 1,000 homes that were damaged or destroyed during the war last summer between Israel and the Palestinian militants in Gaza. Mohammed Al-Imadi, the Qatari ambassador leading his country's share of the reconstruction, said 4 trucks of cement for the project had arrived in Gaza from Israel. And finally, Germany's Deutsche Welle reports that Iraqi troops aided by Shiite militia known as Hashid Shabi were reported to have wrested back control of the town of Alam from the Islamic State militant fighters. Alam's mayor Laith al-Jabouri told the Reuters news agency that ISIS had been driven out of the town by the advancing forces. That was it for today. For more updates, please visit levant.tv. Thanks for watching and bye for now.